Hey guys, Keith again with Bulletproof RC. This is my Losi Tenacity DB Pro. I'm a huge fan of scale RC buggies. I've had nearly all of them. I guess it goes back to the nostalgia from the 80s, back when I had my Tamiya Grasshopper. But I love it when a buggy comes out and it just looks like something you'd really see out there on the dunes. I've owned the Axial EXO, the Losi 10 SCBE. I've owned the Losi XXX SCB. I've also owned the Team Associated SC10B. I think I said that right. A lot of words and acronyms, but you get the picture. Now, outside of Kyosho and Tamiya re-releasing several of the old buggies from the 80s, which I think is pretty cool, this excites me because it's been slim pickings for a while. But of course, the Tenacity DB is not new. It's been out a while, and but the previous release had a plastic tub chassis. And as much as I'm a fan of the old 80s buggies and so forth, we've come a long way since those days, and having an aluminum chassis down low is not just good for durability. It affects the handling quite a bit. If you go and watch some videos on YouTube of the Tenacity DB with the plastic chassis, you'll notice that thing bouncing around and it just doesn't look planted. Every little rock and piece of gravel sends it flying in the air and flipping over and on two wheels. And then you go look at the videos of this or the 10 SCBE that Losi previously released and with aluminum chassis, and they are planted and they drive way more realistically. So an aluminum chassis is definitely the way to go. In fact, I skipped the Tenacity DB altogether simply because I am not a fan of that setup. Now, what they've done here though is they've released this one, the Pro, with all the upgrades that you could buy for the Tenacity. Looking at this aluminum chassis, I don't believe this has been used before other than the Tenacity upgrade kit. It definitely is different than the SCBE or the 2.0 platform. But it's definitely a nice aluminum chassis, and definitely a huge upgrade there. Next on the list is aluminum shock bodies. Now, there's not a lot of manufacturers out there putting aluminum shock bodies on an RTR. Now, we've seen aluminum shock caps only, we've seen aluminum shock bodies only. But other than Arma, I'm not really aware of many companies out there doing this. So, hats off to you, Losi. And they do appear to be the original Losi 10 SCTE style shocks with, like I said, aluminum shock caps. So good to go there. That's a good shock. Then you got aluminum shock towers, and these appear to be stamped, but they're a little thicker than what you normally see. I believe there might be 3 to 4 millimeters thick there. So yeah, I believe at least 4 millimeters maybe. I have to measure those and see. Then you got adjustable turnbuckles. That's an upgrade over the other Tenacity DB vehicle. And the Tenacity did not come with sway bars, to my knowledge. So that's an upgrade. Pretty cool. Then, of course, you got to talk about the smart technology that's been included in here. It's pretty neat. It's actually a rebranded Hobby Wing with Spectrum technology implemented. The original Hobby Wing program card. There's your part numbers. Not sure why there's 2 on there, but you get the picture. Those are pretty standard fare, pretty cheap to get, and they do work with this ESC. You just plug it into the fan port for adjustments. Don't know a lot about the smart technology other than I believe it's got telemetry built in, and but you do need a Spectrum radio with smart technology. Unfortunately, I'm running a DX4C, which predates the smart technology. However, it does have AVC, so I will be using the AVC. There's some dirt in there. I did run it a little bit in the yard. Speaking of the receiver, flip it over here. Yeah, it's a new style receiver. I haven't really seen one like this before, but it is AVC capable, and it did bind up to my DX4C. So apologies for the dirt there, guys. I did run it a little bit just to see how things would go once I got the radio set up. There was a little cogging on the low end when I first ran it. I was able to use exponential on my radio and put some negative exponential in there and get the cogging out. Just if you're interested in, it may not bother you, but the cogging bothered me a little bit. I was able to tune it out. And then, of course, this servo's got to go. Losi's used this servo in several vehicles. It is, it's about, I don't know, half the value of a roll of toilet paper, in my opinion. That's one thing, you know, they've done such a good job here of giving you such a great RTR package. And you got some people out there, they're just going to run it like it is right out of the box. They're never going to do anything to it unless it breaks. And to have a servo this slow, why even put AVC in this thing when this servo literally, it's like it's got rubber bands inside of it instead of gears. It's so bad. But yeah, I'm putting a Savox 1258 in there, which will be fast and quick, and it'll make the AVC come alive. So, but anyway, just wanted to do a quick video. I know I've rambled on long enough, but real excited for this buggy. Like I said, I've got some experience with the original SCBE platform, which I believe this will be pretty much the same. I mean, it's got a lot of the original 10 platform parts on it, front and rear gearbox, A-arms, just a new chassis, which is aluminum again, and new electronics. But yeah, super excited to run this buggy. Give you a few more videos, got some upgrades coming. So as always, guys, like and subscribe to Shoe Fits, my friends, and have a great day.